August 4th? What are you talking about? What's up, guys? How's it going? There we go. August 25th. All right, so yeah, I know. I just did for those of you that didn't see, I did a premiere, live premiere on my YouTube channel. So, yeah, I understand how people would think that I wasn't going to go live after doing that. The thumbnail was old. See, I don't know. I never made it go live, so I don't know. That's an error in probably the OBS system, because when I go to set up my live and, put all the stuff in there, it must have showed you guys that I was going live way before I actually went live, which means I need time to change the thumbnail and all that. So, I don't know why it does that, but it seems like it uses an old thumbnail. But oh, I made a new thumbnail. Everything's good on my end. Just it likes to lie to you. Anyway, it's really hot out today. It's almost dark out and it's still 90 degrees. But yeah, the bot tells you too early. Because what if I would just went on there to schedule it for another time and get things ready, but not really go live? Then you guys are all going to get notifications way before I went live. So anyway, if you guys, for those of you that didn't see my premiere or watch my video that I just uploaded on the main channel, go watch that afterwards. It took me forever to edit it. I don't know why. I just wasn't, there was just so much I had to do with this one. The sound didn't come out the way I wanted it when I was filming it, and I had to voice over a lot, and then yeah, but all in all, I liked the way it came out. It was a fun trip, and I basically put all the days I was gone into one video, and I did a vlog. So definitely check that out. It was a lot of fun stuff are packed in there. We visited some locations where some iconic 80s movies were filmed, and I got to go to Universal Studios, and yeah, it was fun. So definitely check that out afterwards. And butterbeer. Butterbeer. Butterbeer someday in the future may be vegan, but not right now. All day flipping. What were you flipping? Flipping in the pool? So, yeah, I just wanted to come on. I'm going to keep this live fairly short, just since I was up late editing the video, and then I got up today and finished editing the video, and then we did the premiere, and now we're live here. So I'm not gonna stay on too long. I'll do a quick Q&A if you guys want to do that, or flipping tables. Are you a waiter? Yes, and I'm wearing the shirt from the video. This was the shirt that I found at Universal that I ended up buying. I had to get an ET shirt. So, yeah, good times. Fun video. What's for dinner? What time is my dinner? I think I just had lunch. No idea. I always just spur of the moment find something. So I don't know. I might go to the store though. I need to get some supplies. I will be moving soon too. Not like real soon, but in the next few months. So I'm excited to film in a new kitchen and do maybe a house tour and some other cool things. And I'll tell you more about that when that happens. But right now, still here. Trader Joe's. That pizza from Trader Joe's is one of my favorites. I really, really like it. Yeah, and it's a lot cheaper than the other box pizzas too. $5.99, at least where I am. Yeah, already. Offer was accepted on a house that is not too far from where I am now. So definitely more in the zombie apocalypse theme compared to this house right here. So some fun things that I'll be able to do in my videos after that. Yeah. One serving is so tiny. Yeah, don't you hate that? It's like, well, I'm hungrier than one serving. I need a few servings. Uh, I've moved stuff so many times in my life. I'm not looking forward to that. But I am looking forward to being able to shoot new videos and stuff. Yeah, the housing market is crazy. It's crazy up here too. No fenced in backyard for the dogs, but the backyard is forest as far as you can see. So, how much does a PO box cost? It seems like, well, it depends where you are. Different locations are different prices. But I've had a PO box now for years. Most of the time I've had my channel, I've had a PO box just because I don't want to give out my real address unless it's like a company sending me perishable products, stuff, something like that. And it seems like the cost of the PO box keeps going up and up, and it's quite expensive now. It started out pretty cheap, and I'm like, oh, I could do this. And I just got like a small one, and if I get a big package, they'll give you a key in your PO box, and then you'll open up like a bigger box and get whatever's in there. They know me there. I've lived here for 10 years, and they know me by name. Especially when I did the cookbook, I was shipping out hundreds and hundreds of cookbooks after the initial rollout of the cookbook. So yeah, they knew me there, and the PO box now, I think it started out pretty cheap for like, I pay it every 6 months, and now it's like up to like $70 or $80 for like 6 months. It's getting every single time it's getting too expensive. Am I as chill and mellow in person as I am on the internet? Yeah, I would say for the most part I'm pretty chill um, in person. But I don't think anybody is ever one certain way 100% of the time. Yeah. Yeah, there's going to be like a lot of there's a lot more land on this place than there is here where I am now. So I'm looking forward to that. Oh, and you know what else? I joined a so different vegan groups, like a vegan Facebook group and stuff, local vegan Facebook groups and stuff. I just joined a vegan Dungeons and Dragons group. I used to play Dungeons and Dragons a lot when I was a kid, and I still have all the stuff. I have all the old books and everything. So I went to this vegan Dungeon and Dragon thing, and I had to relearn a lot of things because for those of you that know, the new players guides, they redid it all. So like everything that I knew back 30 years ago is now. I mean, some of the stuff is the same, but there's a lot of new stuff, and I'm like, what? They took a lot of stuff out. They put a lot of new stuff in. So I'm trying to learn how to play again. So I got a new player's guide, and I'm looking forward. We met with about 8 or 9 of us last week, and we all made some characters, and we're going to try to do it like every couple of weeks or so. So that's pretty fun. I grew up with that. That was one of the things that I just loved playing when I was like a teenager, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And then after that, like I still wanted to play, but all my friends just stopped playing or moved away or got married or just didn't have any time anymore. So then I was just like, all right, well, I love playing this, but there's nobody to play with. And then I found some games that I ended up playing, like video games. And but yeah, I love the whole D&D thing. Some nerd stuff. So did you watch the video yet that I posted? No, I don't have a fence for the pups. No fence. I'm the fence. Yeah. But that's what I would like, just like more land than I have now. My house right here, it's not bad. It's nice for for having a first house and everything, but I've always wanted to have my dogs out back in the backyard and have a nice garden and have a bonfire. Like I wouldn't have a bonfire here just because I've got neighbors everywhere, so that would just nobody does that here in this neighborhood. But yeah, where my parents live, we do. I've done that ever since I was a little kid. So I want something like that where I can just chill out by the fire and have my dogs out there with me and, stuff like that. Not having like cars driving by every couple seconds. So it's pretty nice. No, I will be further away from Mockingbird. Um, so I'm excited to make some new videos and stuff. The kitchen is pretty nice looking. It's more apocalyptic looking than what I have now. My favorite kitchen that I ever filmed in was still John's original studio, the first videos we ever did. That's still my favorite vegan zombie kitchen. That was pretty cool. But that was just a small little studio, and obviously he needed more room and moved out. You hate packing, but you love them. Yeah, I've got a lot of stuff, and I'm always trying to consolidate it, but um, I don't know. I just have stuff that I'm like really sentimental about, and I've got a really good memory. So if I see something, it brings me right back to a memory, and I'm like so hesitant to just get rid of all stuff that may not be worth anything to anybody else, but everything to me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I got a lot of stuff, but I always try to go through and purge stuff and just see like, all right, I just won't look. I'll get rid of this. I'll get rid of that. And then I've done that a bunch of times, but I still got like a bunch of bins just full of stuff that are stacked up. Just important stuff to me. So I'm one of those kind of people. I wouldn't call myself a hoarder. I'm not a hoarder, but certain things I will, I don't know, they have value to me. Do I think the weird light will follow me to the new place? I don't know. I hope so. Something really weird happened today. Um, I went down in the kitchen, and then when I was coming back up, on the counter was a small little box. It was a box of Miyoko's butter, and a big jar of peanut butter for the dogs, sitting right there on the counter. And as I was going back up, they both fell off the counter. Now there's nobody in there. I don't know how it happened. It just seems paranormal to me. Like there's no way that it could happen. There's no breeze going by that's gonna knock a full jar of peanut butter off the counter here. And I took a picture earlier. Let's see. But yeah, it's just. It was Miyoko's and peanut butter, and it just fell off as I walked by. And there's yeah, I don't have any explanation for it. So that's weird. And the only other really weird thing that I can't explain that happened before happened right when I moved in this house, right in the same place, right in the kitchen. So that's twice that I can't explain it with any kind of science. Oh yeah, I got to take Jacob. I'll probably never be a minimal. I mean, in a way, I guess I'm kind of a minimalist with a lot of stuff. No, I've got I don't know. I've minimized a lot of my stuff, but I still have things that I don't want to throw away, you know. But I'm working on certain things. Like I've got a process. Like for instance, I've got a whole bin of old VHS tapes. Now, once I can take the time, which is a grueling process, it takes forever. But once I can get those onto my computer and have it in hard drives, I could get rid of the tapes, the actual tapes themselves, and make room there. But I'm not going to just throw those away. Those are memories. Those are videos. Those are, I mean, I could make content with that. I could go through all my old videos and you know, show them to you guys and then tell a story behind the video, you know. Yeah, that's interesting stuff to me. So that's probably stuff I'll end up doing at some point. The ghost is mad that I'm moving, maybe. But I'm not signing over my deed, so. The ghost vegan. You had a visual of a stick of butter eating beef and peanut butter. Yeah. I don't know. What'd you guys think of the video? Those of you that saw it, the video I just posted today. Do you guys like videos like that? Do you want more videos like that? I've got a lot of catching up to do on videos. I've got some grocery stores that I went to and just some like story videos and stuff like that I need to edit. You guys loved it? I really liked it too. I was dreading putting that together. It took me so long. Like I literally filmed it 3 months ago. And I just finally got it posted. You guys like the vlog videos too? You saw me at the Celebrity Center? What's that? Did they harass me filming? Celebrity Center harassed me filming. Oh, yeah. The science one? No, they didn't. No, we weren't sure if they were going to, but no, nobody came out. How could I not do that? I mean, we're sitting there at Bestie's doing a video, and like right in the background, the huge building, Scientology. I had to walk over there. Yeah, the dogs at the end. Oh, you should have heard them. Like I made a mistake and I didn't have the sound on, so I was recording them, but I wasn't recording the sound. And if you heard them, they were going crazy when I walked in the door. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, watch the video that I just uploaded on the Vegan Zombie main page. Watch it all the way through. There's a little special treat at the very end. Yeah, Linda was real close. It was just like walking distance, just like a block or two. It looks like it's way in the background, but it's only like a block or two away. We look like a band filming a video. Film, yeah. Yeah, Ezekiel's probably he was like crying. He's never been away from me for more than like any time. That was it, and I was only gone for a week. He probably thought I left him. Oh, there's the True 37. We've got some Shining coming in here from Ralph Roberts. A fall camping vlog with the pups would be awesome. I'd love to go camping right now, but I don't think I'm gonna make it this year unless I get into the new house. And then if I get in the new house before it starts snowing out, then I could just camp right in the backyard because it's all woods. And thank you for that. We don't want to get into The Shining and have like a camping thing in the huge super snowstorm, do we? Although that might be fun too. Make a big igloo. They're warm. But yeah, I got to see the ET house. I got to see the Karate Kid house. Fun stuff. Yeah, it was fun. Oh, what else is new? What else is new? Yeah. Cesar shows the vegan flag, which was made by one of his friends in Israel. And the way the flag is designed, you got the air animals, the sea animals, and the land animals with the unity of the V. If you guys want to know what I'm talking about, you got to go watch the video. Cesar's holding a brand new vegan flag. Did I see Army of the Dead? I did. My thoughts were it was entirely way too long, and they had a really big budget, and I don't know. It was too long of a movie. It was okay, but it definitely not one of my favorite zombie movies at all. It was like, I said what I felt like it was between Dawn of the Dead and Ocean's 11. And then after I said that, like the next day I read an article and somebody said the exact same thing. So I'm not the only one that thought that. That's what it seemed like to me. Is it worth watching? I mean, if you want to sit there for 2 hours watching, I guess it depends. If you like really actiony movies, then go for it. I could make my own survival show like Bear Grylls. I massacred his name. Um, Fun fact, when I first started the Vegan Zombie, I wanted to show different clips of making vegan food and then maybe a survival tip, survival, vegan zombie survival stuff. Never really did that though. People just kind of latched on to the cooking and that's all they really wanted to see, cookbook stuff and stuff like that. But I need to have a whole survival thing too. I did a video like that on this channel about a year and a half ago. I showed you guys like my bug out bag and we went over stuff like that, but didn't really get that much feedback. So I don't know. That's stuff that I'd like to do, but if there's nobody there to watch it, then I don't know. I might be wasting my time. No, I didn't see Christelle when I was in LA. I didn't really. I was pretty busy while I was out there. And I only went out there for one reason. And while I was out there, I got to do other things. I went out there for stuff related to my movie. Otherwise, there's no way I would have stepped on a plane. I hate flying, but I had to do it for the movie. I went out there, and that's what I do. That's what I do for work. So I got to make some videos that were really fun. That's the cool part of it, is like I love doing what I do. So I got to make some cool videos at different restaurants, and just everything I do. I film, I edit videos and make content with it and share it with you guys. So yeah, I wasn't able to really hang out with too many people when I was out there. Like I said, it was pretty much business. Lisa, happiest vegan on earth, she met up with us, and we went to the Sugar Taco and then Universal. We also went to Pura Vida, had some vegan pizza later on. I posted some pictures of that, but that's not in any of my videos because they were closing when we got there, and we ended up eating it in the car. So other than that, I was pretty much with my producers, and yeah, that's about it. I didn't really hang out with anybody. I couldn't really make time for it. It was like one thing after another, day after day, and then I was going home. The most I got to do anything like leisurely was the last day, which was the Universal. And then early the next morning I left to come home. So lot of travel. Yeah, Cesar met up with us too. He met up with us, and he actually drove us out to the Purgatory Pizza. The billboard with ragging on it, and the skyline thing that we saw. So we got to hang out with him. Oh, and obviously and Bestie's Vegan Paradise. So that was the first thing that we did. Why do I hate flying? Because I'm extremely claustrophobic, and the older I get, the more claustrophobic I get, and I just hate getting on those little planes, and and I've never had a first class seat, so I'm always like crunched in like the coach, and it's just, I'm super claustrophobic, super. Did I see any celebrities? Yeah, I did. I met some people for my movie related thing. I had some really good discussions. I got some people on board, and we're just making things. It's happening slowly because of what's going on in the world, but slowly but surely. And when nothing's really set in stone, I don't really like to talk about it too much because things change so much and people hold you to it, and I don't want to be that person that says something and then it doesn't happen. So yeah, I give all the updates on the Kickstarter, and very often we'll talk about it here on the live streams. But right now, there's not really too much I can say that you guys don't already know. That's right. That's true, Trini. It didn't make it any easier to not be claustrophobic. But as you see, I did get a lot of work done. I got a lot of videos out of that, and that helped me make some really good connections with people that can help, moving this movie forward. So there's, I want to say so much more, but I guess. Yeah. I don't know. I've got so much cool stuff that I can say, but I probably shouldn't. So I'm just going to sit here like I'm really boring. You like the shirt? I like the shirt too. Thank you. I bought it at Universal. It's actually in the video. Authentic ET shirt. Although there is a picture of me as a little kid wearing an original ET shirt from the 80s. So, yes, these are stars. That's not dandruff. These are stars on my shirt. It's the universe, you know? Does anybody remember the E.T. song by Neil Diamond, Turn On Your Heart Light? My mom loved Neil Diamond. She'd always be playing Neil Diamond. And my brothers and I, we all hated when she would play Neil Diamond. And now we look back and we're very fond of it. Very fond of Neil Diamond. But when we were little, not so much. But yeah, then he came out with the E.T. song, Turn On Your Heart Light. Do I know anyone who hates E.T.? I can't think of anybody that hates E.T. off the top of my head, but I have heard many times that people did not like the movie because E.T. scared them or they thought he was a gross alien. They didn't want anything to do with it, but they never really watched the movie. And I would say if that's you, then I would really recommend watching that movie because it's such a good movie and it's such a great story. And it shouldn't really matter what somebody looks like because they have a heart of gold. So yeah, go watch E.T. if you've never seen it and you just were always put off by it. Unless you just hate really good movies, then don't see it. Exactly, Holly. Oh, you know who else probably hates E.T. is Mac from Mac and Me. I just always got that vibe that Mac was really jealous of E.T. Yeah, it'll definitely be different as an adult. And it might not even, I don't know. I'm very biased to that movie because it reminds me of being a kid so much that that's what's so enticing for me to watch it. I'm very fond of it. And it takes me right back to being a kid and like a great, super amazing nostalgic place. So, and it brings me back to the time, 1982 and what I was doing in 1982. So, times are different now. So, like, I don't know. I mean, I still think it's an amazing movie, but I think it would affect somebody a little bit different now than it did back then. But still, probably in a positive way. Yeah, it's so yeah, Holly. It does. It makes people cry. I don't know. Some of my most favorite movies in the world are movies that evoke strong emotion, and usually a movie that can make most people cry. Those are the movies that I like the best. They're the ones that I think. I mean, I don't want to speak for other people, but for me, I feel like those are the ones that I remember the most because I don't just remember it with my memory being like, oh, I watched this. I remember it with a feeling that I had, and I can connect the two. You never saw Mac and Me? Maybe we should watch Mac and Me on. Oh, it's time to start watching some like nice. It's almost fall, It's almost autumn. I mean, we're still in summer, so let's not rush it. But it's almost fall, so we've got a lot of movies to watch there. Maybe we could watch Silver Bullet and some werewolf movies. I don't know why I just thought of that. Mac and Me made me think of Silver Bullet for some reason. I haven't seen Mac and Me in a very, very, very long time. Although I just saw E.T. on June 11th, the 39-year anniversary. So I probably won't see E.T. again for a few years. I don't like to watch it too often. But you know what just also had what probably the maybe what was it 30-year anniversary? No, 35-year anniversary. I don't know how old it was. I think it was 85, so maybe 35. But I could be wrong. Monster Squad, the Monster Squad. So we'll have to watch that when fall comes around. You're pretending it's October? Yeah, I love October. October is the best. You know what's the worst is November 1st. That rhyme, doesn't it? Maybe I'll make a shirt, November 1st. It's the worst. I said it first. I'm making that shirt. American Werewolf in London. I just saw that last year. Yeah, Linda, you always say that. If you watched a McDonald's commercial, you've basically seen Mac and me. They advertise way too hard for McDonald's. You've never seen Monster Squad. Oh, well, you definitely got to see that. Or it'll be your last chance for pie. Wow. Harry Potter's 20-year anniversary. It doesn't even seem like it's that old. I want to see all the Harry Potter movies in order, even though the ones I've seen I really didn't like. Did I just trigger anyone? I didn't like Harry Potter. But I love all of that stuff. Like I love the wizards and the dragons and all that stuff, the magic and the sorcery. I've always loved movies like that and stories like that. So I want to give it another try, and I want to watch them all in order. Did I see the movie Beaches? Yes, I did. That was a good one. It's got Barbara Hershey, Bette Midler, um, what's her name? Malin Balik. Lord of the Rings. There you go. I'm a Lord of the Rings fan. But you know what I would think would be if they could do it. They could do it, but I don't know if they would do it. If anybody knows the Dragonlance Chronicles, if they could turn that into a movie with as much attention and detail as they did Lord of the Rings, I think that would be one of the best movies. But I don't know if it's popular. It's really popular amongst its fans. I know that, but I don't know if it's popular enough to have like a real big, studio make a movie out of it. The hat that tells you things. My little niece has that hat. You can't listen to the wind beneath my wings. Fly higher than. Yeah, you know what's even sadder than that? I won't never mind. I won't say it. Um, is that the animation you sent? I sent you. I don't know what I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. They no, they don't have a couple of Dragonlance movies. They did a cartoon. They did one cartoon, and it sucked. It was really everybody was upset about it. They did not do well. They didn't do it good, and the main voice was Kiefer Sutherland. So they got one known actor to do, and then they ruined it. Yeah, cartoon. I have it. I have the DVD. I was like, oh my god, I'm so excited to watch it, and it just was like, what? I used to watch Beaches all the time too because I've told you guys this, but my grandpa would tape all these movies on VHS tapes, and he'd tape multiple movies on each tape. So we had a tape that had something that I really wanted to watch, and then right after it was Beaches. And every time I'd watch that, Beaches would come on, and I had no as a kid, I had no intention to watch Beaches, but I would just let it play, and I'd start watching it, and I'm like, it was a sad movie, and I liked it. I like Beaches. Um, yeah, but that's how I ended up watching Beaches. It was a movie that it just was on right after another movie I watched, probably some ninja movie or horror movie or something like that. I used to watch American Ninja with Michael Dudikoff. Does anybody know that name? Oh, they did some D&D movies. Yeah, I don't think they did any justice for those either. Marlon Wayans. I don't know if I saw the Dungeon and Dragon ones. I don't think it really did that well. Oh, I guess I'm going to the grocery store. Joseph Michael, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. I didn't get stuck watching Chuck Norris or Steven Seagal with my dad. I watched it on my own. I loved Chuck Norris. I loved Steven Seagal. I loved Van Damme, Cyborg. Um, but yeah, maybe that was just me. My dad didn't watch those movies, but I did. Let's see. Bloodsport, Out for Justice, Above the Law. Yeah, those were, yeah, I was super into all that stuff. American Ninja, Shokasugi. How many people even know what I'm talking about here? Chuck Norris, my favorite. I met Chuck Norris's wife, and I got to tell her, I'm like, look, my favorite Chuck Norris movie is always going to be Lone Wolf McQuade. Does anybody remember that movie? It was low budget. I mean, I liked it. And you know who else was in it? Was oh my god, why can't I think of his name? Kung Fu. I'm looking at him in my brain. What's his name? Oh, I'm getting spam call right now. I think it's spam call. I don't know the number. Rocky and Bloodsport. Carradine. Carradine. Is it David Carradine? David Carradine. Kung Fu. David Carradine and... Yeah, I watched all the Bruce Lee movies too. Bruce Lee, basically, I took all his sayings and advice and I utilized them, and they really help in real life. So... He said, your mind is a very powerful thing. You have mind over your body and everything else. And I always remember that. And I know that it's all up there. And I'm the only one that can make my own choices up and everything. So I use that in everyday life. And it works. Well, Bruce Lee was supposed to be the main character in Kung Fu, but it ended up being David Carradine. No, my dad didn't tell that story wrong. He told it right. The blanket. That happened in the 80s with my brother. There's a whole video on it if you want to see the actual video. And then shortly after that, somebody wrote a story about it. Like, I think they stole my dad's story because my dad published it in a local newspaper. He told the story. It happened with my brother. And now there's a movie about that on, I don't know, Netflix or something. And I think it's called Nora's Blanket or something. That was my dad's story. I swear to God. And he's got proof of when he wrote it, when he published it, and yeah, that's kind of weird. Street Fighter. I haven't seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I want to see it. It's pretty long, isn't it? It's over 2 hours. Well, I was supposed to keep this pretty short. What are we on here? 45 minutes. Let's wrap this up. Maybe 5 more minutes here. And remember, if you guys haven't already, go give some love to my my video that I just posted on the main channel. Share it, like it, comment. When you do comments, I think it boosts the algorithm, whatever, but I don't know. YouTube hasn't been really good to me lately, so I'm begging. You've watched the end multiple times. There's certain movies that I gotta watch the end or a certain part every so often, where I don't watch the whole movie. I go back and watch it just because I've seen the whole movie a bunch of times. So one of those movies is Last of the Mohegans. I have to watch the end of The Last of Mohegans all the time. I could watch it right now. So intense. Movies like that, you know. Oh, let's see. I guess I'll have to watch it. I've always wanted to watch it. Oh yeah, I'm also there's a movie that's out right now I was an extra in it. Unless they cut me out, I really want to see it, but it's in the movie theaters. Has anyone seen The Night House? It was filmed here in Syracuse. I hear it's good. It's a horror movie. I'm not sure exactly what it's about, but I was an extra in it, and I was in 2 different scenes. So unless they cut me out, I'm in that movie. I just went through the other movie that I was in, She Kills, and I scrubbed through it, and I found the part that I was in, and they literally like zoomed the shot in so you can't see me. So I'm like, oh, I see what you did there. So I'm not in that movie. I'm in it, but I'm not. No, I gotta get a hold of him and then promote it. So yeah, I know, I gotta do that. My problem is like all the other stuff that I've been doing and just not actually. So I know I gotta reach out to Richard and we gotta figure it out. Maybe I should train some chess before I do it so I don't get whooped. City of Angels. Yeah, right now the Night House is in movie theaters. I think that's the only place you can watch it right now is in theaters. Which I haven't been to a theater in like 2 years. But you guys can always go over to my Discord and follow over there. It's free to follow. You get updates of when I upload videos and go live and stuff like that. So, and just let me just post this right there. That's my new video. Oh, I don't even know if that's clickable, is it? Did I make it not clickable? I think I made it not clickable. What the heck happened? That's not right. Oh well, I'll just go to my my vegan zombie page there, and there it is right there. Copy. Here we go. There we go. in case you want to go check it out and see the really cute part at the very end. You can check that out in a little bit. Yeah, it was non-clickable. All right, so there's so many movies I want to watch, but so little time. All right, guys, I guess that's it. We'll do this again next week. Share it to Twitter. I will eventually. I do all my social media. I've already shared it to Facebook. And I did a post on Instagram. That was a delicious looking post, wasn't it? Go check it out. Leaving Las Vegas, that was a good one. He was constantly drunk. Did I see your question about the fair? Are you working? No, I'm not working at the fair. Not this year. All right, guys. Have a great night and watch out for zombies. We'll see you guys later.